And the way to think of it is this: it's like the history of branding, right? This is a pretty sophisticated brand. It's not a
Yeah.
seal. A seal is what they used to, like when they would melt wax and then press. It was a reversed image.
Yeah.
Like that, they find those boule, right? The seals, and they're backwards, right? The text is backwards so that when it imprints, it's correct.
It's
like we
right,
have
yeah.
those, from the city of David. They're excavating more and more of those from the first temple period in Judah. So what you have here is it's not really a seal; it's a brand, right? It's like a logo.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple problems with it. I agree with you; they look late, but it's highly idealized, and all our early iconography is not. It's not that clean, and there's not an element of design like you see here. Not only that,
They didn't have graphic arts degrees back then.
And not only that, the menorahs, all Jewish menorahs. I'm pretty sure because I learned this from Yoel Berkowitz. He pointed this out in Israel. The Jewish portrayals of the menorah have a tripod base, not a triangle, but three individual lines. And this is true up in the north synagogues, and in the south in inscriptions. Not a triangle, but three, like a tripod. You think about a camera tripod, but small. That's what it has here. This was what hit the Temple Institute problem, because they spent millions of dollars building a menorah off the Arch of Titus rendering, and they're like, don't you know that all the Jewish ones actually have a different base, right? So that's one aspect. The other is the Star of David. The Star of David certainly is an ancient Jewish symbol. We have that in synagogues. We have in the at least from the Byzantine era. I don't know of specific Star of Davids from the Second Temple period. I wouldn't be surprised, but it wasn't exclusive. There were other geometric shapes used, and I took pictures of these when we were at the synagogue at Capernaum and other places where they have there's something that looks like a Star of David, but then they have one that's a 5-pointed star, and then they have one. It's like that. There's just different geometric designs that are being used. It's not that one is superior to the other. Another point is the fish. The fish, it is true that the fish was used, the fish symbol, at probably around maybe the 2nd century, moving on. So the time, if this is not a recent invention, if these guys did not invent it, it is not that old. So to answer the question from the listener is to say it doesn't go back to James. It doesn't go back that far.
Now this isn't
if it's old at all. This
isn't to say that it's not a good symbol.
It's not like it's a bad sign.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
I
certainly I would have no problem, drinking out of a cup that had that symbol on it, or I have no problem when people have it on, as a necklace or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. People use different iconography that has come throughout the ages, right? And some of it's newer and some of it's older. That's not the issue. The real question is, did it go back to the 1st century? I really don't think so. Once again, I'm not an archaeologist. This is certainly not my field of study. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video so other people can see it. And also, if you haven't already, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hover over this round thing below me and then click the red button that says subscribe. That way, you'll never miss another video from the Rob and Caleb Show.